آلہ وأصحابہ اجمعین. So Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi, in the remaining part of the chapter, he says that when the death happened to someone, so even though the Nasama or Ruh Hawaii or Hewani, three titles of that Ruh, Nasama or Ruhul Hawaii or Ruhul Hewani. So the Nasama or the Ruh Hawaii or Ruh Hewani, it separates from the body, but that separation is not al-firaqu kull al-firaq. It is not al-firaqu kull al-firaq. And that's why in a hadith narrated by Imam Tirmidhi and other muhaddiseen, Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam says, إِذَا أُقْبِرَ الْمَيِّتُ أَتَاهُ مَلَكَانِ يَسْوَدَانِ أَزْرَقَانِ وَيُعَادُ إِلَيْهِ رُوحُهُ. So what is that mu'awada? It enters into its body. No, it means the connection. It means the remote connection of ruh with the body, which gives it a type of life. That type of life based on which it is able to answer, based on which it is able to feel the punishment or feel the rest or the delights in barzakh. Got it or not it? So Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that it does not separate al-firaq kull al-firaq, but it has a connection. And you can call it a khiyali or imaginary connection. And imaginary connection is also producing some type of functioning. It provides some type of functioning. As I told you that sometime you are on your bed and suddenly you started thinking that I was going on a barren path in a mountain, and suddenly a cobra faced me. Now that is your imagination. That is not the real thing, but sudden. You feel fear or not? You start shivering or not? So that is called imaginary connection, which produces some type of means actions or functioning. Got it or not it? Or let me give you another example that is little bit X-rated, but that is much more understandable. A young man, he is sleeping on his bed and he is thinking, as you know, what dash. He is thinking of. Yes, and sometime it happened to him that he needs then the bathroom. Otherwise, he has not touched anything. He has not touched anyone, but only through that imaginary connection, his body started functioning. Got it or not it? So Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that imaginary connection of Nasama and Ruh Hawaii with the body, it gives it a type of, for that word, that type is the utmost strong, that life is the utmost strong life. As I told you that Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that actually these are transitions. These are what? Transition. Once again we can say these are evolutionary steps. You were in the womb of your mother in shape of janeen or fetus. You had the life or not? Say yes, you had the, but that life was not as strong a life as our life in this world is. Now the next one is evolutionary step. So now for this world, this life is much more stronger than that life. If the janeen would have the life that the janeen had, if we would have been here in this world with the same type of life, we will never stand still. But this life is stronger than that life. Now after this, when we will die, a third stage of life will start for that world. That is the strongest life than this one. In this life, you do not see lot of things. In that life, you will see lot of things because your life became stronger. And then on the day of judgment, the utmost highest stage of life, which is the eternal one, good or bad, but that is eternal. Eternity means that that is the strongest form of the world, the strongest form of the life. That's why it does not have an end. Khalidun, Khalidun, Khalidun. Got it? Weakness, it brings an end, but strongness, it stops ends. That strongness is utmost, so that's why no end is to that life. In Holy Quran, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Hum fiya khalidun, hum fiya khalidun, hum fiya khalidun. Got it or not it? So now Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that there the life is little bit stronger than this life. Why? Because the body requirements and need are not happening there. Here you are becoming hungry. Here you are becoming thirsty. Here you are going to a pain or something like that. So you have a lot of requirements. But there the nasama or the body does not have this type of requirements. So that's why that connection of nasama with your body provide you a stronger life. Got it? And as this jasadi bahimi or this cover or this material cover or this material structure or this material shell, you can call it what? Material shell. That this material shell that has gone out of that nasama. So that's why now nasama has a connection with nafs natiqa, and nafs natiqa has a connection with Seerat Ul Qudsi and with the angels of Malay Allah. This shell, physical shell or material shell, that has weakened our connection to Seerat Ul Qudsi and the angels of Malay Allah. Now when that shell is out, so that connection became a little bit strong, and that's why the feeling from Seerat Ul Qudsi, that is much more stronger, good or bad. So the person concerned, he will be feeling the punishment and he will be feeling the rest as well. Got it or not it? And then Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says that the people, they are actually of a few categories, or two categories at least. Number one, those whose a'mal and deeds are the requirements of their qalb, the requirements of their qalb and heart. Whatever good or bad, but their qalb and heart is asking for those a'mal. That is their nature. Got it? So they will be doing that regardless of where they are. They are in gathering, they will be doing that. They are alone, they will be doing that. For example, somebody who has a pious and nice nature, and his nature is in love with good deeds. His nature is in love with good deeds. So he will be doing good deeds, whether he is seen by people or he is all alone. Got it? Or a person who has his qalbi requirement for a good deed in a good way. So his prayer in gathering and prayer alone in a dark room will be one and the same. Got it? But people who are doing things because of people, not because of their nature. Yes, they are doing it because of people. So when they are in public, their prayer, you will be thinking that whatever you love, the way he is praying. But if you will see the same person in a alone room that he is praying, so you will say, this is a prayer or he is joking. Got it? So Imam Rahmatullah alayhi says that people, they are of two types. Some who are doing things because of their qalbi requirement, and some they are doing it from some muharrik or motive from outside. Some muharrik or motive from outside. If the motive is there, they will be doing it. If the motive is not there, they will stop it. Got it?
Yes.
Now, someone who is very sharp. So he is not taking kasrat. He is not taking kasrat or lot of things into consideration in their form of kasrat, but he is trying to bring out a common ruh therefrom, a common spirit therefrom. So he is getting in touch with the ruh of these so many things, not the things itself. While those who are in nu'as, they are not sharp, they are half sleepy. They are half sleepy Joe. Yes. The guy was saying sleepy Joe. Yes. So the people who are not that sharp, they are half sleepy. So they are taking things into consideration in its kasra, from thing to thing to thing to thing. Got it? And number two, the first one who is sharp, he is taking the spirit. And this guy who is sleepy, he is taking the shape or the shell. He is looking for the shell, the other one is looking for the core. The first one, sharp people, they are looking for the core. But the sleepy one, they are looking for what? For the shell. So now Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says, وَعَلَمْ أَنَّ مِنَ الْأَعْمَالِ وَالْهَيْئَاتِ مَا يُبَاشِرُ الْإِنسَانِ بِدَاعِيَةٍ مِنْ قَلْبِهِ. And know that some of the a'mal and kayfiyat and forms, what the human is doing, بِدَاعِيَةٍ مِنْ قَلْبِهِ, because of his qalb requirement. Da'iyah means ba'is. Yes, got it? بِدَاعِيَةٍ مِنْ فَلَوْ خُلِّيَ وَنَفْسُ. So if you will know him alone, لَنْسَاقَ إِلَى ذَلِكَ, so he will go for that, because that's the requirement of his heart. Here from, what do you say?
It's one.
Huh? Where is that?
Few paragraphs before that.
Before that?
Yeah, few paragraphs.
Okay. This paragraph later on somebody made it. I have the original version of Hujjatullah, so there is no paragraph. Because in old days they were not making paragraphs. Yes. I am writing my books, I don't do paragraphs. Because we are very much used to the right of aslaf. So anyhow, let me find out where is that. ثم تأتي الإنسانية فتتخذ النسمة المتصرفة في البدن فتتخذ النسمة المتصرفة في البدن. As we mentioned before, that Surat Haywani, he is making nasama his right. He is making nasama his right. So now, Surat Insani, that come فتتخذ النسمة المتصرفة في البدن مطية وتقصد إلى الأخلاق التي هي أمهات الانبعاثات والانخناصات. So he is making that nasama which is doing tasarruf or mean causing function. Tasarruf mean? Say. Causing function. Yes, causing function in the body. Matiyatan, he makes it its right. وتقصد إلى الأخلاق, and this insaniya intends akhlaq, the characters. التي هي أمهات الانبعاثات. Ummahat mean the sources, those which are the sources of imbi'asat. Imbi'asat means standing up for a thing. Imbi'as means standing up for a thing. And what are these imbi'asat? Imbi'asat, if you want to do something. And inkhinasat, if you want to run away from something. Got it? One is called matlub, imbi'asat. Inkhinasat is called mahroob. Matlub and mahroob. Matlub, what you are looking for, and mahroob, what you are running from. So, Imam Rahmatullahi alayhi says, that what is the word after that? وهي أمهات الانبعاثات والانخناصات. فتقتنيها. So اقتناء is actually احتفاظ, الاحتفاظ والتزيين. الاحتفاظ والتزيين. فتقتنيها. line is not printed properly. So, this insaniya, keep it, and وَتَقْتَنِيهَا mean احتفاظ أو وَالتَّزْيِين, and beautify it. وَتُحْسِنُ سِيَاسَتَهَا أي تُدَبِّرُ أُمُورَهَا. تُحْسِنُ سِيَاسَتَهَا أي تُدَبِّرُ أُمُورَهَا, and it plans its affairs. وَتَأْخُذُهَا مَنَصَّةً, and make it a stage. Manassa means stage. This is called manassa. وَتَأْخُذُهَا مَنَصَّةً, and make it a stage. لِمَا تَتَلَقَّهُ مِنْ فَوْقِهَا, for what it is receiving from the upper world. From what it is receiving from the upper world. فَالْأَمْرُ وَإِنْ كَانَ مُشْتَبِهًا بَادِيَ الرَّأْيِ. Now Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi says that I told you that every type of creature means the ma'adaniyat, number one, the nabatat, number two, the haywanat, number three, and in haywanat the insaniya. In haywanat the insaniya. Now these requirements, apparently it is looking like one and the same, but Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi says due to kinds it differs from thing to thing. Due to kind it differs from thing to thing. فالأمر وإن كان مشتبها بادي الرأي, in بادي النظر, بادي الرأي mean بادي النظر, in apparently seeing it is looking alike. لكن النظر الممعنة, إمعان النظر mean deep look. إمعان النظر mean deep look. لكن النظر الممعنة, but a deep look, يلحق آثار, يلحق كل آثار من منبع, يلحق كل آثار من منبعها. It put كل آثار, all the effects بمنبعها, with its source. ويفرز كل سورة بمطيتها, and it separate. إفراز means separation. ويفرز, and it separate كل سورة, every surah بمطيتها, for its own right. وكل سورة لا بد لها من مادة تقوم بها, and every surah it has a matter, as we mentioned before, that the madda is just like the wax. Look at me. Just like what? The wax. And in wax you can make different shapes and different surahs. Different shape and different surah. Now, when we have, and that's why in philosophy we are talking about hayula. That hayula is a jawhar that is not visible. That is not visible. But hayula is that common jawhar where me as a human being placed. Me as a human being placed in, and a donkey as a donkey being placed therein, and a dog as a dog being placed therein. Got it? But unfortunately you have not studied that. So anyhow, وَكُلُّ سُورَةٍ لَا بُدَّ لَهَا مِن مَادَةٍ تَقُومُ بِهَا, and every surah it need a mada تَقُومُ بِهَا, so it may get established with. وَإِنَّمَا تَكُونُ الْمَادَةُ مَا يُنَاسِبُهَا, and for sure, mada for every type is that one which is suitable for that shape. Mada is for every surah is that one which is suitable for that shape. وَإِنَّمَا مَثَلُ السُّورَةِ كَمَثَلِ خِلْقَةِ الْإِنسَانِ الْقَائِمَةِ بِالشَّمْعِ فِي التِّمْثَالِ, and the shape or the example of the surah is كَمَثَلِ خِلْقَةِ الْإِنسَانِ, like the surah of insan, الْقَائِمَةِ بِالشَّمْعَةِ فِي التِّمْثَالِ. Shama means the wax. Shama means the wax. Otherwise, shama, we use it for the lamp, but here it means the shama. Because in Arabic, the wax is called also shama. Because the shama is lit with that wax. Yes or not? So, كَمَثَلِ خِلْقَةِ الْإِنسَانِ, like the surah of insan, الْقَائِمَةِ بِالشَّمْعَةِ فِي التِّمْثَالِ, which in picture is established there in wax. وَلَا يُمْكِنُ أَن تُوجَدَ الْخِلْقَةُ إِلَّا بِالشَّمْعَةِ. Now look, surah, if you want to have it, so you are in need of that wax. Otherwise, you will not have the surah. Got it? وَلَا يُمْكِنُ. So that sham'a is a madda for that surah. Sham'a is a madda for that surah. But sham'a or wax that is visible, and the madda we are talking about, that's an invisible madda. Got it? وَلَا يُمْكِنُ أَن تُوجَدَ الْخِلْقَةُ إِلَّا بِالشَّمْعَةِ. فمن قال بأن النفس النطقية المقصودة بالإنسان عند الموت ترفض. So whoever said that nafs natiqa, al-maqsudat bil-insan, which is only for human. Because other creature of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala do not have this type of nafs natiqa. Nafs natiqa is the characteristics of human nature only. So that nafs natiqa, which is especially for insan, عند الموت ترفض, that with death, yes, that is gone somewhere. That is gone somewhere. ترفض. That is marfuz, أو تترك, that is matruk. ترفض المرض مطلقا, that nafs natiqa, which is specific for insan, at the time of death, ترفض المرض مطلقا, it throw away the mother totally and does not have any connection with. Got it? The mother where the surat insani has taken shape. Now, when death came, so the nafs natiqa has thrown away that mother totally mutlaqan, faqad kharasa. And khars is estimation. Faqad kharasa, and kharasa, that type of estimation which does not have any base. So he spoke baseless. Faqad kharasa means he spoke baseless. That this talk of him, that is, and that's why the kizb is called khirs. Because kizb and lie does not have base. Got it? So sometimes the ulama, they are referring to someone who told the lie, so they say kharas. What? Kharas. Kharas means kazib. He told lie. So Imam Rahmatullah Alayhi says, who says that nafs natiqa has dropped that mother totally at the time of death, faqat kharas, that is a lie. Got it? Faqat kazaba. So he told the lie. Naam, laha maddatun bizzat. Yes, for nafs natiqa, there is one madda which is bizzat directly, wahiya nasama. And that is because, look, we told you that nasama is a right for surat. Nasama is right for surat. And nafs natiqa is a right for nasama. That's the right for nasama. So he says that naham laha maddatun bizzat. For this, that there is a madda bizzat, and it's straight or directly, wahiya nasama. Wa maddatun bil araz, and indirect another madda, which is the body. As we mentioned before, that nafs natiqa has connection directly with nasama, and through nasama it has a connection with the jism and with the body as well. I have given you you remember? Wa maddatun bil araz wa huwa al jism al arzi. Fa iza mata al insan. So when the human passed away, lam yazurra nafsahu zawal al maddat al arziyya. So the zawal or the going away of this madda arzi, which is visible, this material. So this zawal of madda arzi, it has not caused any problem to his nafs. Got it? وَبَقِيَتْ حَالَّةً بِمَادَةٍ نَسَمَةٍ. And that nafs natiqa is still hal and riding on what? On nasama. وَيَكُونُ كَالْكَاتِبِ الْمُجِيدِ الْمَشْبُوبِ بِكِتَابَتِهِ. And he is just like a proper katib. Al-ajada yujidu ijadatan. Al-katib al-mujid. Al-katib al-mujid means the proper katib and the proper writer. That he is an expert katib and expert writer or inscriber. That he is just like a katib al-mujid. Al-mashgoob bi kitabati. Al-mashgoob means shaghaf. That he is in love with writing. Shaghaf. Qad shaghafaha khubba. And Holy Quran Allah says, Ash-shaghaf, that is a membrane inside the heart. Inside the heart. When somebody is in love with someone and he is becoming majnoon for him or her, whatever the case may be. So there we say, قَدْ شَغَفَهُ حُبُّهُ. قَدْ شَغَفَهُ حُبُّهُ. That his love made him crazy. Because it mean pass over different layers of the heart, even pass the internal membrane and enter to the heart. So now, and that's what Mutanabbi said. Who said it? Mutanabbi. Ki azl al-awazil fawqa qalb al-ta'ihi. You people study Mutanabbi or not?
Yes.
A little bit? A few pages? Yes. عزب العوازل فوق قلب الطائح وهو الأحبة منه في سودائه. He says, عضل يعضلوه بمعنى لام يلوم. عضل العوازل لوم الملائمين أو لوم اللائمين. That those who are blaming a ashiq are a lover. عضل العوازل what are you doing? Look at her face is not looking very ugly face, but he is in love with. So whatever you are telling him or you are blaming him, he said that it touches فوق قلب الطائح, the outer outfit of the heart of the ashiq. وهو الأحبة منه في سودائه, and sauda is inside that membrane. But the chahat hawami, the chahat, the desire for the mahbub is inside the membrane. So your lawm and your blame cannot approach inside the membrane. That's why telling the ashiq these type of things, you are wasting your time. Got it?
Yes.
Nabi was a great man. Yes, but he was a very colorful man. He was a very colorful man. But our Shaykh Rahmatullah alayh, he used to call him that he is just like the prophet of Arabs. Yes, so he said, I mean the prophet of poetry. Got it? Got it or not?
Yes.
Because in Arabic language you cannot find a poet like Mutanabbi. Got it? And that's why. And he was not a literate man. He was a mashki. Yes, he was throwing water on the streets. Got it? Got it or not? Yes. But anyhow, some official, they were passing by and he was sprinkling the streets and cleaning it, and he was saying his poetry. So one of them, he had a zawq, he had a taste. He said, whose poetry is this? He said, that is mine. He said, so what are you doing here? Let me take you the king. So then he became the king, and because when you are sitting with the king, so it doesn't matter you are a great person or a small person, but that sitting will make you great. Got it or not? Yes, and he was a great poet, so that's why he got the fame. And he got the fame, and that's why he claimed that he is a prophet. That's why he's called Mutanabbi. Mutanabbi is the son who acclaimed that he is a prophet. Later on, he made Tawbah and he became a Muslim, but that happened to him. Got it? Because he himself, he was feeling that I am doing such a thing that people cannot do it. People cannot. And that's why he was making claims. And he was saying that السيف والزيف والبيداء تعرفني الخيل والليل والبيداء تعرفني والسيف والزيف والقرطاس والقلم, praising himself, projecting himself. So he said that الخيل والليل والبيداء تعرفني, that the horse know me, how good a rider I am. No competition, no question. And the nights, they know me, how brave a person I am. And Wal-Bayda, and the Sahara and the deserts, they know me, how brave a person I am, that alone at dark night I am traveling through the desert, having no fear, was safe. And the sword know me, how great a swordman I am, was safe. And the guest, they know me, how generous I am, what type of hospitality I have. Yes, wal qirdas wal qalamu, and the paper and the pen, they know me how good a writer I am. Because I told you that he was not that much literate. He was just what he decided, writing. So anyhow, so once he was with his servant, he was riding the horse, and the servant was walking behind him in a desert. Some dacoits or robbers, they jump on them, and Mutanabbi, he hit his horse and put it on run. And the servant, he was on ground. So now the servant said that these people will kill me. So he said, Ya man qal al-khaylu wal-laylu wal-bayda'u ta'rifuni was-sayfu was-zayfu wal-qirtasu wal-qalamu. Got it? Yes, he reminded him his own claims. That in your poetry you said like this. So he turned around and started fighting with the dacoits and got killed. So that's what the historian said, that one verse of Mutanabbi killed him. Got it?
Yes.
Or not it? ويكون كالكاتب المجيد المشهور بكتابته إذا قطعت يداه وملكة الكتابة بحالها, when hand occurred But whatever the quality of kitabat or expertise is, that is still in his nafs natiqa. Yes or not? He lost only the tools. The hands are tools, yes. Got or not it? So if you will fix in some artificial hand, so once again he will stop. He is in no need of making practice once again. Got it? Wal mustatir, that is bimana al-mulia'. Al-mulia', somebody who has gone deep. Yes, إِذَا وَلَعَ الْكَلْبُ فِي إِنَاءِ أَحَدِكُمْ. But walagha and wala'a, they are a little bit different. Walagha is a visible thing, and wala'a bid'ain al-muhammala, that is an invisible thing. Got it? When you are putting your mouth inside a part, that is walagha. Got it? Putting your mouth inside the part, that is deepness. Yes, but if you got involved deep in some invisible thing, which is not material thing, got it? Got or not it? So that's istihtar mean falling in love. Istihtar mean falling in love. وَالْمُسْتَحْتِرُ بِالْمَشْيِ إِذَا قُطِعَتْ رِجْلَاهُ, and somebody who is fond of walking a lot. Mustahtir bil-mashi mean fond of walking. Yes, like Dawjan and Nasim. وَالْمُسْتَحْتِرُ بِالْمَشْي, yes, hiking. إِذَا قُطِعَتْ رِجْلَاهُ, may Allah forgive and forbid. That if such like guy who is fond of walking, if his both legs are cutted, if his both, so the walking quality he has not lost it. He lost only the tools. He lost only the, and that's why if you will fix him some artificial legs, once again he will start walking. Got it? وَالْمُسْتَطِرُ بِالْمَشْيِ إِذَا قُطِعَتْ رِجْلَاهُ وَالسَّمِيعُ وَالْبَصِيرُ إِذَا جُعِلَ أَصَمَّ وَأَعْمَى. And the hearer one or the seer one, if they became deaf and blind, so the actual quality is in their nafs natiqa. So if you will fix them some artificial thing here or some artificial lens here, so once again he will see, because the actual quality is there in his nafs natiqa. وَعَلَمْ أَنَّ مِنَ الْأَعْمَالِ وَالْهَيْئَاتِ, and no, so that for tomorrow, inshallah. وَصَلَّى اللَّهُ عَلَى خَيْرِ خَلْقِهِ مُحَمَّدٍ وَآلِهِ وَصَحْبِهِ أَجْمَعِينَ بِرَحْمَتِهِ.